Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we reached deep into our soul and pulled out a Orzhov Humans deck, which tries to make good use of like mono white human at its core, and then shuffle in just enough of the mono black stuff to really accentuate what that mono white human is trying to do, but in an Orzhov kind of way. Will this be the new #1 deck? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, and no matter what they say, I am not a cult leader. Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Filmed for a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters, and today I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation, which I'm calling Orzhov Humans. Orzhov Humans. Why is it called Orzhov Humans? Because I said, you know what? Last night we played Boros Humans, and, of course we played Azorius Humans and Mono White Humans. Let's play Orzhov Humans. So I grabbed the nice gooey core of a mono white humans deck, and then I ripped out some of the sides there and shoved in a bunch of cliche black human-y cards, and we'll see if that's any good. We'll see if this is potentially even the best humans deck out there right now. Is it? All right, so let's really quickly rip through what's inside this deck, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? We got Hopeful Initiate, who gets bigger the more he attacks with other bigger boys, and then potentially you can use him for destroying target artifact or enchantment. We've got destroy little creatures. We got a guy that gets bigger the more you can pump into him and can give him death touch and stuff. This guy makes all your humans bigger and gives them ward 1. You got 2 of them out. They kind of overlap each other. It's always fantastic. Lantern Flare, which is, we got this out of the Boros deck we played yesterday. Turns out it still works pretty good in this deck regardless. As long as you got a bunch of little dudes out, it actually does a good job of getting you some life out of the deal. Thalia slows people down, makes them pay the tax. Go for the throat, destroys target creature. This one is self-recursing. He's just a 3/2, but you can play his blitz price to play him out of the graveyard. Brutal Cathar pins down pretty much any creature an opponent controls until it gets killed. And then if you can flip back and forth by being a Moonrage Brute and coming back, you can pin something else down. Adeline comes out, gets as big as the number of creatures you have, and will put out an additional one every time you attack, regardless of whether it's with Adeline or not. Graveyard Trespasser starts ripping cards out of people's graveyards, which is graveyard control, which is actually much better than you think it would be. Other than that, we've got a nice collection of Orzhovian lands, and the courtyard what you would play as human type. All right, so what are we doing? We're just getting out a bunch of dudes, getting them all pumped, growing them, and we got a nice assortment of black utility mixed in here as well. So this feels very mono black mid range to a certain degree, but everything is super cheap, which means you should be able to just floor right out of the gates and hopefully kill them before they get a chance to set up a good defense. All right, so before we get out there, let's say our prayers and talk about what's best in life. Dear Black King Toxroll, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as I attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, playing against Mr. Palm Tree, 19. 19. Keep. What do we got going on here? Brutal Cathar, little Adeline, little go for the throat. Love going for the throat. All right, 2. You played a mono red, my friend. humans. And I'll tell you what, we will Adeline. Hopefully he's not playing big red. Doesn't have the ability to shoot this thing for greater than 3. Mr. Palm Tree's looking at his hand. He thinks he's got cards. Mr. Palm Tree. Oh, you're just going to shoot me from the face. Good for you. Let's get Adeline all pumped. There we go. I'm surprised, Mono Red. Where are you? What are you playing here? What do I got going on here? I got like 6. I got 11. Plus it'll be another 2. I got 13 on the next turn. Better get something out. You know, the good thing for you is you're probably gonna put down an artifact of which I cannot do anything with it. Hopefully it's an artifact creature. Then Brutal Cathar can do some awful stuff. Can reach over with his bony hand. Training! I can do nothing to keep it alive. You're trying so hard. Alright, got him down to 8. What am I showing now? 5, so I got at least 6 on the next turn. Past attackers. Maybe I should just Brutal Cathar it. I don't like getting creatures back. Alright, Thalia. You're everything I ever wanted. You're everything I need. Five, 6, 7, 8. What are you gonna do there? You gonna deal that much damage? Yeah, you got it to keep yourself alive. Down to 2. Alright, it's pee pants time. It's the point where you realize you... Yeah, there you go, right there. You can't win. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Kola. Cola. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it. I like where this is headed. Human. One thing is that we don't have anything to do on the first couple of turns. I mean, we'll get this guy out in 3, but he won't be able to attack, which means he'll be a wuss for quite a long time. Ooh, nice. Coppercoat. All right. Mono White's humans looking good. Oh, ho, ho. Thalia. And we win. That's what Thalia does. Victory. All right, playing against MadJukesMike. One, two, three. Let's keep it. Human. We'll hope we'll initialize ourselves. Get into a nice Coppercoat Vanguard. Slip into an Adeline. Let's go, Mono White Humans. This guy wants to be shooting. You can tell it. Alright, down by 2. There you go. That's training for you. Guess I really didn't need it. I could have just shot all the way across before. Hopefully it doesn't have any board wipes there. That would be bad. All right. That's where you're going to block. No, I'm going to hold it back just in case. Remind me on his turn, I need to evolve Sleeper up again. Alright, Adeline's not going to care about that at all. And we win! Suck it! Suckerfish, suck it! Alright, we're playing against JimmythaD. JimmythaD. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it. What do we got? Ooh, there's a 1 right there. All right. I'm good with Vol Sleeper, Coppercoat Vanguard. Finishing up with a little Adeline action. Hopefully he's not playing Slaughter Creature. That would be bad. That'd be bad, okay. Human. And all in. With another. There we go. Down to 12. And we got some stuff that'll... Some tricksy crap. Yeah, I won't take that down. But this will. Whoa, that tasted delicious. Oh, -2. That was brutal. Victory. Alright, playing against Colcardaki. 23. Alright, looks good. Keep. We're going second, which means we're gonna lose. That's our move. You gonna go ahead and choke it back? Nope. We can do the same thing. All right, let's see. Let's give this guy a shot. Pop out the other initiate. And all in. You gonna trade? Now we're just hopeful initiate against hopeful initiate. Death. You can trade off. All right, there we go. We are just going crazy on each other. And I win. I just had the strength to hold it up, the endurance to be the winner. Up and against Ute 5. 2 mana. Alright. I can play everything in my hand with 2 mana. Kinda hope I pull a faster mana on the next turn. That is not fast mana. Power up! Alright, looking here. No pets. Some rather generic sleeve. Selesnya. Alright. There's 3. Apparently I don't have enough white. I do have the ability to cut something down. A lot like that. That guy is more than I can handle. Go for the throat. We'll do it nicely, though. We'll kill that guy. And we'll kill that guy. And we'll put out that guy. Alright, all in. That's a nice slow move. I appreciate that. Let's pump them up. Alright, so anybody can be killed is the problem. Except for that guy. Down to 2. Alright, so we'll have 2 blockers, maybe 3. 3 would be bad. We have 3. All right, this is it. All I got to do to win is do this. And all in. And we win! Victory! All right, with a 71% win rate, we've got Orzhov Humans. Yeah, so this deck ended up being just as good as I'd hoped. The deal is that it felt kind of boring. It's what I call a cliche deck, where you take the awesome part of one deck and you mix it together with the awesome part of another deck, and there you go. You just got a cliche deck, which makes it sort of dull. On the other hand, you don't really see it that often, and it's making great use of mono-white humans and mono-black humans, jamming them all together, and putting together a deck that's got a good win rate to it. So let's just see. Who was the MVP? I know I was thinking about this a lot. To me, it felt like it was Thalia. Thalia seemed like the MVP just because of the way it slowed everything down. The other card I always look forward to getting was Coppercoat Vanguard. I love the way the Coppercoat Vanguard gave everybody ward as well as that lording. Unfortunately, it was a +1/+0, not the +1/+1. So these guys were always continuously on the back, like no protection. Very easy to kill. All right. So let's talk about competitiveness. Obviously, at 71%, this deck was well into the competitive region. And I got to say, I think this thing is something you could take ranking. There's better decks in it, but still, it is definitely in that Platinum Mythic list type of range where it does well the vast majority of the time. The things that's really great about this is that it does have a nice level of creature removal in there. Between the Lantern Flare, the Go for the Throat, and the Cut Down, very good. Plus, your guys are growers between Evolved Sleeper and Hopeful Initiate. Coppercoat Vanguard making things go. Brutal Cathar helps to keep creatures pinned down too. Adeline keeps putting new people out. A little bit of the graveyard control with the Graveyard Trespasser. And Thalia is just slowing things down, taxing thing. Very, very good. All right, so was this a fun deck? It ended up being a fun deck. I enjoy a good kind of like aggro deck, and this deck was definitely well within that lane. I like the fact that it did grow a little bit and did give you a little bit of control. That was good. Nothing's bigger than 3. Love that. I mean, there comes a point where if the game goes on too long and they start putting out some big dudes and you don't have any like Go for the Throats in your hand, you're kind of screwed and the game's pretty much over. But that's just the way it is with aggro decks. A good competitive aggro deck, you either win by turn 6 or you don't win at all. But this deck did a good job. I had a good amount of fun with it. I would recommend it. Lastly, was this deck interesting? What was interesting for me was going out of my way to try to build a humans deck. In this case, an Orzhov humans deck, because usually it's either Azorius human or mono white human, or we're seeing a lot of Naya humans now. Last night we played Boros humans, so that's why I said, we're going to play Orzhov humans tonight. It was good. It was fun. It held together. And it was interesting. Now, the cards themselves, not a whole lot of synergy. It kind of felt like what Black likes to do, Mono Black, which is everything's got its own function. And so therefore you can answer a lot of threats. You got everything's got its own little utility. You got Death Touch with Evolved Sleeper. You got Tenacious Underdog being a self-recursing agent. Graveyard Trespasser doing graveyard control. Everything does what everything's supposed to do. It felt very mono-black when you were playing it, but you had what Coppercoat Vanguard does with making all the other humans, pumped. And Adeline pumping them out like crazy. So altogether, it was a great deck. It was a really good deck. Let's rate that up. Super competitive, pretty fun. Still, I wouldn't put it as being a super interesting deck. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give this one just a straight A. Just a straight A. Definitely worth playing, but if you're looking for something with a little more brains to it, you're going to have to play something else. Once again, I think about the one card that still kind of screwed me over was Secluded Courtyard. I mean, sure, humans, no problems whatsoever, but trying to pump up an Evolved Sleeper with a Secluded Courtyard doesn't work. Secluded Courtyard, nope, doesn't work. Cut Down, nope. Go for the Throat, nope. Lantern Flare, nope. But, whatevs, man. It's there. I had a hard time turning it down, but there were times when I felt like it was holding me back. All right, so as a straight A deck, that means that I found this one to be fun, and I bet you will like it too. So if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.